Welcome to our holiday edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
We come to you today from just outside the OHS library, and here's what you'll see on today's show. We take a look at the Adoptive Family Program in the Melville School District.
We check in with several students who are building their future in the CAPS program.
And we visit with the top scorer on the OHS girls basketball team.
We'll have all that and much more on today's edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now. Welcome back to Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. I'm Nicole Schmitz.
And I'm Abby Martino.
Abby, check this out.
No way. Kaden, Tariq, and Kristen have the story.
We're told that a staff member here at Oakville High School tried to break up a fight.
An administrator was taken to urgent care after a fight at Oakville High School.
The horrifying footage captured inside a Missouri high school has now gone viral.
These stories were reported after an incident at OHS on November 1st, but how accurate were they?
There were one or two students that were a little bit louder than normal and seemed a little agitated. I tried to stay in between, and that's when things just kind of broke loose at that point. I grabbed that student, and then as we got pulled and went to the floor, I tried to cover her head and her face to keep her from getting pounded on while the other folks came in to help break it up. That's not exactly how things got reported in the media. There was a lot that said that I was attacked or I was targeted. All I was doing was trying to keep the fight from happening in the first place, but then once when it started, was trying to protect the other student, one of the students involved with it.
That one incident that gets out on social media, people that don't know our building, don't know our community, they have a whole different picture of what happens in our building than what happens every day. It's like once it leaves our hands, you have no control over it.
What actions should students take when in these situations?
I would like to see students try to step in and help the situation rather than fan the flames and make things worse. You know, everybody's so eager to see a fight and see the entertainment. And unfortunately and sadly, I think that's kind of a reflection of society that we live in now. You know, rather than doing the right thing and helping, everybody wants to see it. Doing the right thing is not always an easy thing to do. Nobody wants to look like the square or the kid that's not cool or whatever. But in the long run, that's your character.
Nobody helps a situation by gathering around and trying to film what's happening. It serves no purpose by putting it out on social media.
It's a runaway horse and we're having a hard time chasing it and pulling it back in, you know, and I don't know that we'll ever catch up to it.
With Tariq Ganibegovic and Kaden Turner, I'm Kristen Kuchnall for Channel 97 News.
Hey Abby, did you hear what the Melville School District is doing for families this holiday season?
Yes, I have actually, and there's one person at Oakville who's a big part of it.
Many families cannot provide a Christmas for their kids, so the Melville School District created an adoptive family program called Community Caring.
Well, as counselors in a school, we sometimes are aware of things that are going on with families kind of behind the scenes that other teachers or students might not be aware of. We will reach out to these families and ask them if they would like some support at the holidays, maybe getting some gifts for their kids. Then we turn these names or the information about the families over to Leah Black, who runs the program.
Leah Black is the social worker at OHS and started the program 12 years ago.
It was around Christmas time, and it was probably 4 days before Christmas, and found out about a family that really needed help. I discovered that there wasn't a program here in Melville School District that helped needy families for Christmas.
With the help of OHS staff, Adopt a Family was born and has grown ever since.
So what I do is I have to drum up sponsors, so different people who will be willing to help somebody who's less fortunate.
Several OHS staff members always get involved.
This is my 6th year participating in the helping a family out in the community. I receive information from Miss Black in the guidance department, and I share that information along with the ladies here in the office, and we purchase gifts for a needy family.
For our FBLA and DECA chapters, we decided that we were going to adopt a family. We were able to adopt a family that had 4 kids. They've gone through some hardships, and they were able to send us a list, and we're going to try to help them out and help them to have the best holiday season they can.
I try and find the largest groups, the biggest families, and then I take it to my church, and everybody in my church reaches out and they'll get gifts.
Mrs. Black's compassion has reached students and staff across the district.
I can't say enough about Leah Black. She has a heart of gold. She's always looking for what she can do for others, and I can't even imagine the number of families and kids that she has touched through this program.
With Brittany County behind the camera, I'm Kaylee Calton for Channel 97 News.
It's amazing what people are capable of.
Yes, there are even students going above and beyond planning their future. Let's check it out.
The SDL CAPS program is a nationally recognized innovative high school program. It deals with technology, nursing, business, and more.
Business CAPS program is all about allowing students to get a hands-on learning experience with a whole bunch of different business professionals. What's unique about the CAPS program is that you're getting out of your standard high school classroom. So it gives them a chance to network, to build their own connections, and it gives them kind of the flexibility that you don't necessarily always get in a standard classroom.
We're always working on different projects, meeting new people, understanding different businesses, different organizations. We worked with the BBB, Label Insight, Brandon Dempsey, a bunch of really cool people and interesting people.
So CAPS gives me the experiences of the real world, so it kind of helps me pick what I want to do with my life. And in a normal classroom, I wouldn't get the same hands-on work experience that I do here.
We wish all of the CAPS students the best of luck in the next semester. With Nicole Schmitz and Enrico Jones behind the camera, I'm Hunter Brennan with Channel 97 News.
Abby, I am so tired. I have so much homework. Christmas shopping is so stressful, and I work every day this week.
Complaining will get you nowhere. Your days are what you make it. Just ask Nick, Garrett, and Madia. They got the chance recently to hear an incredible story.
Jeff Lampy is a 2004 graduate of Oakville High School. He enjoys sports and motorcycles.
I liked motorcycles because I liked building them, and I like playing with stuff, figuring it out.
Lampy rode his motorcycle all over the country and loved it, until one night at the intersection of 141 and I-55, something went terribly wrong.
I start coming up, I see another stoplight. I have, at that point it's like a yellow flashing, so I had the right of way. I see another car coming at me. I see it slow down, and what I'm assuming is it looked like it was slowing down to stop. Well, once it made the turn, it just hit the gas. At this point, I'm grabbing my leg because it hurts, and I'm laying on the ground, and I notice I can see something like stabbing through my jeans at the top, and it's my femur. And then I noticed that my pant leg was completely draped straight to the ground. And so this is when I'm like, my foot's gone. Well, where's my foot?
After multiple surgeries and months of rehab, Lampy was fitted for a prosthetic. A couple years later, he got back into the gym.
And I had a couple trainers that would push me through that, and that got me strong enough to be able to compete in skeleton on the U.S. Paralympic skeleton team, or adaptive team.
Not long after that, a friend got him interested in triathlons.
I wanted to run. I was tired of not running. I wanted to go fast.
What does he remember from his first triathlon?
One was I threw up in the swim like 3 times. And I was like, okay, that's my first hurdle. Another thing is before the race, I felt oddly calm. And I think it was because of months of training.
Jeff got better at these events and recently had the opportunity to go to Hawaii for the Ironman triathlon.
I was just like, I don't know if I ever want to do this again. This is a really long day. But then when you come into the finish chute and you see everybody they're all up late and they're all it's like a rock concert, and you come across the finish line and it's like everybody's there to see you finish.
Lampy visited OHSP students on November 9th to share his story. And what message would he like to teach these students?
When things get harder, like I want this, I want that end feeling, and just keep pushing. You can do way more than you think you can. and you owe it to yourself to find the best version of you.
With Nick Barbieri and Garrett Summerfield behind the camera, I'm Madia Parker for Channel 97 News.
People are working so hard on their sports lately.
Yeah, like Oakville Wrestling. Let's take a closer look.
Wrestling has experienced big changes both at the state level and at Oakville, including a new head coach.
I like Noel. He pushes us to be better and good and stuff like that, you know. He wants to see us win and succeed in matches. He's always working with us. He doesn't quit on us at all.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with a big program. I've been head coach of a small program for a long time, so it's nice to be at a bigger program with more resources and be in a new class of wrestling. It's a good challenge. It's a lot to live up to with the history and the tradition here. We're just at this point try to rebuild and get to it. We're not going to be able to do it instantly, but we're doing what we can, trying to bring a new look with uniforms and being unified. To try to get back to that winning tradition.
Another new change in wrestling this year is girls wrestling is now a state-sanctioned sport.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's good for the sport. It allows the sport to grow. It gives, especially having a state girls tournament, I think that's an excellent opportunity, especially since they're doing it part of the regular state tournament. It's not an extra date, so I think it's a good thing overall.
Avalon Hibden is the lone female wrestler at Oakville.
I feel really excited about girls wrestling being its own sport because women can feel more comfortable wrestling each other, and it will push women so that they can do their own thing and not feel pressured being around other guys, but it will give them a new confidence.
Avalon is eager to have more girls come out.
They'll have a new view on life, and it'll help them push themselves in different parts of school, not just physically, but it will help with their mental state.
Avalon and the wrestling team will be in action this weekend at the Brentwood Invitational. With Tyson Eaton behind the camera, I'm Brian Rudin with Channel 97 News.
You know, Avalon isn't the only girl killing her game.
Yeah, Emily Kunze is making money moves on the basketball court this season. Let's look into the story.
The Oakville girls basketball team ended the season strong last year by winning districts. With the help of one returner, they hope to do it again.
She's our major playmaker, our major scorer, and she really does a lot for us defensively on steals and reading teams' offenses and putting pressure on the ball.
Emily Kunze has been on varsity all 4 years and has scored a total of 758 points.
I see myself as a leader just because I'm a senior this year. It brings a lot of pressure because I know Bishop is really counting on me to be one of the leaders of the team and to score.
We asked Coach Bishop her thoughts about the upcoming season with returning player Emily Kunze.
I think that we will get better every game. I think we have a lot of room to grow and improve, and depending on which game you look at will really depend on how we are going to do in the future.
After 4 years of playing high school basketball, her career isn't over yet.
I'm going to Missouri Southern State, and I'm excited to play. I'm really nervous, though, too.
Best of luck to the basketball team and Emily this season. With Emily Shellhace and Kaylin Giconti behind the camera, I'm Hope Diedick for Channel 97 News.
Emily scored 26 points in a big win over Fox last Friday. She leads the team with an average of 15 points per game.
So, Abby, winter break is so close.
I know, I'm so excited.
Me too, but I have no idea what to do.
That's okay. Me and Hayden Kirkpatrick have a few ideas for you. Come with me.
What?
Stuck on what to do over winter break? Abby and I have your back. One.
Oh, oh, oh!
We hope you guys have a good winter break, and we'll see you next year.
Happy 2019, Oakville! Well, that wraps up this edition of Channel 97 News. We hope you join us next semester for all new shows.
If you would like to see more of our content and stay up to date of what's happening at Oakville, make sure to check out My OHS Online.
We recommend every student to have it bookmarked on their browser so you can check it out anytime you'd like. We post new stories all the time. Thank you for joining us, Oakville. I'm Nicole Schmitz.
And I'm Abby Martino.
Happy holidays!
And remember, Oakville,
Keep your eyes on the Tigers.